Sarah, can I tell you something honestly? This happens to me a lot. When I'm alone, I can speak English. Not perfect, but okay. But the moment someone stands in front of me, my mind just goes blank, like totally empty.
I understand that feeling. It's very frustrating. You feel ready, but suddenly, nothing comes out. It's like your brain just stops working.
Yes, exactly. And the worst part is, people think I don't know English. But inside, I know words. I know sentences. Still, I can't use them.
I've felt that too, Maurice, many times. I remember my heart starts beating fast, my mouth becomes dry, and my thoughts run away.
Same here. My heart beats fast, my hands feel cold, and I start thinking, what if I make a mistake? What if they laugh? And then, blank.
Yes, that fear comes very fast, even before you speak. It doesn't give you time, and your mind just freezes.
Sometimes I feel stupid because of this. I ask myself, why can't I speak simple English? I talk in my head so well, but outside, nothing.
You're not stupid. Trust me. This happens to many learners, even people who understand English well. The problem is not English, it's pressure.
Pressure. Yes, that word fits perfectly. I feel pressure to be correct, pressure to sound confident, pressure to not look weak.
And that pressure blocks your mind. Your brain focuses on fear, not on words, so words hide somewhere.
Exactly. Sometimes I even forget very easy words like because or actually. Later I think, why did I forget that? It feels painful.
I know that pain. After the conversation ends, everything comes back. All the sentences, all the ideas. But that time is already gone.
Yes, after the conversation, I become fluent again. I replay everything in my head. I speak perfectly, alone. That hurts more.
That happens because your mind relaxes later. No one is watching you. No one is judging you. So your English comes back.
So when people watch me, my English runs away.
Not your English. Your confidence runs away. English is still inside you.
That makes sense. But still, when I'm in that moment, I feel helpless. I don't know how to control it.
I felt the same before, Maurice. I used to avoid speaking. I stayed quiet in groups because silence felt safer.
Yes, silence feels safe, but it also feels bad. You feel invisible, like you don't exist.
True, you want to speak, you want to express yourself, but fear locks you inside.
Sometimes I think, maybe I'm not made for English. Maybe it's not for me.
I thought that too, Maurice, but it's not true. English is not about talent. It's about comfort.
Comfort. That word is important. I'm comfortable with English alone, but not with people.
Exactly, because people bring judgment, even if they don't say anything. We imagine it.
Yes, imagination is dangerous. I imagine them laughing, correcting me, thinking I'm dumb.
And most of the time, they are not even thinking about you. They're busy with their own thoughts.
But my mind doesn't believe that. It creates scary stories.
That's normal. Our mind tries to protect us, but it uses fear, not logic.
So my mind is trying to protect me by stopping me from speaking.
Yes, it thinks silence is safer, but growth never comes from silence.
That's true. I want to grow, but fear stops me.
Fear doesn't go suddenly. It reduces slowly with small steps.
Small steps. Like what?
Like speaking even when your voice shakes, like using broken sentences, like accepting pauses.
Pauses. I hate pauses. I feel embarrassed when I stop.
But pauses are natural. Even native speakers pause. Thinking is normal.
I never thought like that. I thought fluency means non-stop talking.
No, fluency means comfort, not speed, not perfection.
That removes some pressure, because I always try to be fast.
In speed increases fear. Slow speech gives your mind time.
So speaking slowly is okay?
More than okay. It's helpful.
I feel relaxed hearing that, honestly.
Good, because you don't need to fight your mind. You need to calm it.
But sometimes even calm doesn't come.
Then accept the blank. Say, sorry, I'm thinking. That's also English.
I never use those lines. I just stay quiet.
Using simple lines keeps the conversation alive, and your mind gets time.
That sounds practical and less scary.
Yes, we don't need big sentences. We need honest ones.
I like that. Honest English, not perfect English.
Exactly. People connect with honesty, not grammar.
Sometimes I feel English learners suffer silently. Everyone smiles, but inside, panic.
That's true. Many people feel the same, but they think they're alone.
I thought I was alone too, until I started talking about it.
Talking reduces fear. Silence increases it.
So even talking about fear helps.
Yes, fear loses power when you name it.
That's deep and simple.
Simple truths are powerful.
So the blank mind problem is not lack of English.
No, it's fear, pressure, and overthinking.
And the solution is not memorizing more words.
No, it's speaking with less pressure.
I wish someone told me this earlier.
Now you know, and others listening know too.
Yes, if you're listening right now and your mind goes blank, you're not weak.
You're just human, and you're learning.
Take it slow, breathe, and speak anyway.
Even one sentence is enough. Even broken English is okay.
Because silence doesn't help, but small courage does.
Exactly.
Sarah, this conversation helped me. It really did.
Me too, Maurice. Talking honestly always helps.
And to everyone watching, do you also feel your mind goes blank when you speak English?
Tell us in the comments. You're not alone.
And if this conversation felt real to you, like the video.
Subscribe to Unlocked English Fluency.
And press the bell icon so you don't miss honest conversations like this.
We'll talk again very soon.